In a wide sunlit savannah, where the grass danced to the gentle breeze, lived a giraffe named Jack. Jack was the tallest creature in the savannah, able to see far beyond the horizon and spot the juiciest leaves from the treetops. Yet, despite his remarkable gifts, Jack often felt lonely, towering above everyone else. If only I was smaller, like the others, Jack thought, watching the smaller animals play below him. One bright morning, Jack spotted Amy, a tiny hedgehog cheerfully trotting along. Amy was all spines and smiles, with a personality that lit up even the dullest days. From his giant perspective, Jack admired her vibrancy but hesitated to approach her. He worried how a giraffe and a hedgehog could ever be friends when they were so different in size. Meanwhile, Amy had noticed Jack too. She was quite fascinated by his extraordinary height. Imagine all the wonders he sees from up there, she pondered. To Amy, Jack's height wasn't a barrier, but a marvel that could enrich a friendship. She often wondered why Jack seemed shy and distant. One adventurous afternoon, Amy's explorations led her into a small, unfortunate mishap. Her cherished fruit basket slipped from her paws and tumbled into a deep ravine. Amy peered over the edge, her heart sinking. "Oh dear, how will I ever get my basket back?" she exclaimed. Jack, browsing on treetop leaves nearby, noticed Amy's struggle. Feeling a surge of wanting to help, he approached gently. With his long neck, Jack reached down into the ravine and plucked the fruit basket effortlessly. "Here you go," he said, softly placing it in front of a surprised Amy. "Thank you so much, Jack." Amy beamed, her eyes sparkling with gratitude. "You're incredible." Jack felt a warm glow of happiness. For the first time, his height wasn't just something awkward, it had made a difference. This marked the beginning of a beautiful friendship, as Jack and Amy realized how much they could achieve together. From that day, they embarked on countless adventures. Jack would spot the best fruit trees, and Amy would dart around collecting the ripest bounty. Jack learned to appreciate the world from Amy's ground-level view, where the smallest details mattered as much as the grand vistas he was used to. One night, the sky darkened with a fierce storm brewing, lightning streaking across the heavens. Racing against time, Jack and Amy sought shelter. They stumbled upon a path blocked by a massive, fallen tree, halting the smaller animals trying to reach their homes. "We must clear the way," declared Amy, determination shining in her eyes. "Jack, can you lift part of the tree while we gather help to push it aside?" Jack nodded, his heart swelling with trust in Amy's quick thinking. Together, they organized the animals, and with a combined effort, Jack lifted the heavy trunk, just enough for the others to push it clear. In a sunny little village called Harmony Hill, the birds sang songs of joy, and the river chuckled as it wound through the meadow. It was in this happy village that two very different creatures, Benny the bear and Timmy the tortoise, lived and played. Benny was big and playful, always full of energy, dancing through the woods and chasing butterflies. He believed every day was an adventure waiting to happen. On the other hand, Timmy was slow and thoughtful, preferring to take in the sights around him. Benny and Timmy had been friends since they were young cub and hatchling, respectively. They loved to spend time together, even though Benny's fast-paced style often left Timmy feeling a bit overwhelmed. "You're always on the go," Timmy would say with a chuckle. "But that's okay, Benny. You teach me how to see the world in a fun way." Benny would grin back, replying, "And you, Timmy, you teach me the value of slowing down every now and then." The villagers of Harmony Hill adored Benny and Timmy's friendship. It showed them that even those who are different can share a bond if they embrace those differences. But one day, a cloud of disagreement threatened their happy village. It was the annual Hill Games, where creatures from across the valley came to participate in races, games, and competitions. Benny, with his boundless energy, wanted to enter every race. "Let's be champions, Timmy," Benny roared with excitement. Timmy, however, was hesitant. "I'm not made for speed, Benny. I think I'll cheer you on and observe." Benny felt a little disappointed. "But we can win, Timmy. Don't you want to try?" Sensing Benny's eagerness, Timmy sighed. "I'll try one game, Benny. Something where I can take my time." They settled on a scavenger hunt, knowing it was an event for exploration and clever thinking. As the games began, Benny dashed to and fro, collecting clues and finding treasures faster than anyone else. Timmy, meanwhile, took his time investigating each clue, solving puzzles with his steady mind. By the end of the day, Benny had won several blue ribbons, and to his delight, he discovered that through Timmy's methodical approach, they'd also won the scavenger hunt together. "See," Benny cheered. "We make a great team." Timmy smiled proudly. "Not every race has to be won by speed, Benny. Sometimes strategy wins the day." They both learned that they could complement each other perfectly. Benny realized the importance of patience and careful planning, while Timmy embraced the joy of being part of exciting adventures. After the games, the whole village celebrated their friendship with a grand feast. Benny and Timmy's story of cooperation became the talk of Harmony Hill. They taught everyone that tolerance and acceptance of each other's differences could create beautiful friendships and successful collaborations. From then on, whenever any difference arose in the village, folks would say, "What would Benny and Timmy do?" And they would strive to follow the duo's example of embracing diversity with openness and kindness. Thus, Benny the bear and Timmy the tortoise continued to enjoy their delightful friendship, reminding everyone of the magic that happens when tolerance meets acceptance.